Yeah, so it's from...
Wait, how does he have so many matches with Spud? Did Spud recently come to SoCal? Or no, I misread the Squid. My apologies.
Sorry.
We're going to get into things. And the double jab into grab, that is a wobble. Zain losing that first stock. Army not the type to drop those wobbles.
Welcome to the matchup, buddy. I always feel like the first wobble is like what really wakes you up, because before then, the wobble is hypothetical.
Yeah, it's a Schrodinger's wobble. Either it's going to happen or it's not. But as soon as you quantify it, you know the state that you exist in, and that is being wobbled.
Upon being observed, you realize how sad you are that you're being wobbled. There's that forward smash.
Heisenberg's uncertainty wobble.
Yeah.
Right back with it, though.
Yeah, 0 to death in response. As we said, you can loosen up that Nana, give it the forward smash, and then follow up against a nearly helpless Sopo.
Okay, and you see Zain just sticking to platform here.
Yeah, and you described Sopo as kind of a worse Luigi.
Yeah.
How's Luigi's matchup with Marth?
Awful.
Yes.
So a lot of what happens here, it's a little trickier because of Nana.
Yeah.
Is you will see that kind of forward air shaming. But a lot of what will happen as soon as Nana is gone is if Zain chooses to, he can go to just juggle as opposed to go for these big mix-ups.
Right.
And just up throw. Ice Climbers have a tough time getting down, and Marth is one of the few characters with a disjoint large enough to deal with them.
Nice. Good track down.
Yeah. You have to force that hard knockdown or a follow-up with forward throw. Either way, you should be killing him. Yep. Just comes in the middle of that desync. A little scary there.
I always get a little worried the more I see somebody freestyle versus Ice Climbers, but see how simple Zain is keeping his gameplay?
Yeah.
Just forward air, forward air, forward air. We've seen only like one back air.
Yeah, he's used back air to just cover himself on bad cross-ups.
Right.
What I think is the scariest thing here is the jab grab in the corner, because you're expecting that launcher. Man, but if you look at how simple and linear he's keeping it, we're eventually going to see a very stale forward air in need of mix-up. So how much payoff are you actually getting at that point?
Yeah, that's true. I think it's more about killing Nana. Just her. Oh wow, he went from the depths.
Yeah,
back to the stage.
What's also tricky is that because you have Nana kind of tottering around you like a small child, she oftentimes, like, you want to catch Marth in the back end of his hitboxes, right? You want to be able to whiff punish him as best you can. You want to think about what comes after, like maybe catch the dash back.
Right.
But if Marth is just presenting this wall of hitboxes, all of a sudden it becomes
there is
a
no
lot
retreat.
more
There is
difficult.
no dash back.
No. That's the mistake a lot of Marths make in my kind of matchups, is they do a lot of dash backing because that feels safe to them. But what is actually better is just maintaining safe pressure and safe zoning.
Yeah.
Like, there is a time for dash backing, don't get me wrong, but it is less utilized.
There's a time for dashing and a time for standing.
Yes.
A time for forward airs and a time for down tilt. A time for life and a time for death.
So
Army looking like it might be his time for death. He's having a lot of trouble versus Zain right now.
Yeah.
We saw keeping it kind of even now with 2 wobbles, but that seems to be his only true way in. The rest has been really rough.
Yeah. I mean, you can get the down air reset onto human-sized characters because they have to DI behind in a way. The
dash attack unsafe from Zain. He was hoping, I think, to get the missed tech.
Yeah. Just catch Nana out, but there it goes. Even Stevens here.
Yeah. An Army, like Zain, is already a Godslayer, and he might be going for another top 10 win.
Okay. Yep, setting up this wall.
Oh, now Zain's a little scared. He's a little spooked.
But the way that he's looking to sink his way into center is through these desyncs. Zain actually wants to exploit them as best as he can, and goes ahead and kills Nana.
And it looks like Sopo's not long for this world either. We're going to have to see a crazy Sopo stock.
Yeah, 10%. Got his jump still. Nice use of ice block there to cover his landing. Has
Great
to squall.
Yeah. Out of here.
Yep. That is definitely the long stare out into the outfield. The Babe Ruth point, and then the slam of the bat against the ball.
Well, if you're going to pitch it as slow as the squall hammer recovery, then I hope you're hitting out.
All right. Now, this is where being able to understand when he's safe to dash back is most important, because he has to continually challenge Zain. Oh my goodness. not quite having enough time to be able to get a tech chase there. Antsy. Stacking up good damage, though.
Yeah.
And this is where desyncs become a lot scarier because you can actually mix up desyncs as well by throwing Nana forward with either Blizzard, forward air, or an ice block as well. So you don't always get the same avenue of time to work against her.
I like this change from Army where he's kind of waiting out a little bit more of Zane's pressure and shielding effectively, and then he can find a back air out of it.
Yeah.
I think if he is able to string a couple of those together, he actually has a decent chance. I need to see more. My always test is I need to see at least the ability to get like 1 kill a game from not wobbling.
Yeah.
Once you can prove that, I feel like you're an ice climbers who can make it.
Good crush cancels. I think Army has done more than prove that outside of the context of this game for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's going to be rough regardless because at this point, you know, you've done all this work. You've managed to at least get that 10% with Sopo out of, I think he had like 2 jabs.
Right.
And that was really all he got that whole time. But
good grab.
He hasn't had a point where he's been able to resync Nana. Zane's DI on these down throws has been a little bit rough getting these regrabs.
So that's such a great situation where you catch Zain dipping just a little bit too low in his fair string on Nana, and if Zain like isn't cognizant after the first fair what will happen with the second one where he'll be vertically, then Army can get that wobble so often.
Yeah. He's been finding these grabs out of hit stun.
Whoa.
So well.
Dangerous spot. Army trying to track him down.
Oh, goodness. Gets the regrab, but like he's been getting these raw grabs in neutral a lot, but the issue is that he's not synced up with Nana when they're happening because he's desyncing her so often. He'll like see the opportunity to go in and then try to seize it, but he won't have the ability to explode with a wobble.
Carpe grab him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and Zain just retreats.
Yeah. A lot of times ice climbers will just kind of post up and go for the down smash there. Army trying to mix it up.
So a funny enough trick that you can do as a low friction character is utilize roll and spot dodge against Marth after they swing or commit. The first like action that they have. So when they're fairing like that or double fairing, you just kind of roll behind them or roll away. And
like that.
Yeah. And so what it does is it makes encroaching on their space a little bit easier, but it's still kind of hogwash. It's not real good.
This is really solid Sopo play.
Oh,
He's
no.
survived a long time.
He's keeping it real simple.
Nice.
Good catch. See, that's that dash back I was talking about. It's real spooky to do because you get that overshot down smash. All of a sudden, things look rough.
Oh, my God. Not quite enough, but Army putting on a show here.
He's trying to make it to where he can actually trade out with Zain, but I mean, he's almost taking this whole stock with just Sopo.
Yeah.
That's going to be that. Oh.
No, he set himself up really well for this stock. Zain is going to have to find what he did in the early parts of game 1 and get a quick Nana kill, quick kill on Sopo 2. Because he's down, and 1 wobble is the end of this game.
On the back end of things, if he does lose this game, he still has counter kicks. And this FT goes down, and it might be that back throw, forward smash. This is a strange little sequence from Armin.
Yeah.
Yep. Is that his
really
double jump?
Good awareness, though.
Yep.
He just is always ready to do the right thing, and that is game 2 going over to Army unless he... Oh, no.
No, Army
Zane's
locks
controller.
it in.
His hands are off the controller.
Yeah.
It's over. I'm like primed because we saw some wobbles get dropped earlier in the day, but not by Army.
No,
not
he
by
is
Army.
So consistent. All right. Moving on in.
Honestly, some of the places Zain is getting stuck versus ice climbers actually reminds me of how he got stuck in doubles yesterday at times, where he would kind of tunnel vision on the one target, and he wouldn't pay enough attention to the other.
Yeah, it definitely seems like he's focusing hard in on Nana. Oh, gosh. Wow. That was immaculate spacing on Army's part, and a rough go on Zain's.
Army plays in the pixels of death, and he finds his grabs.
It's very, very scary. That is that for stock 1. But this did happen game 1, admittedly. Zain was working from an almost immediate deficit.
Nice. I love that.
Oh.
Just hit him. Oh, Nana hitting back.
She is so invincible.
See, just that little moment where Zain had to fully commit off stage, and if he doesn't kill Nana there, Army's going to collect him on the way back up. There has to be a lot of faith and trust in yourself to fight the ice climbers.
Rough stuff on the DI mix-up. And really at that point, it's like, I'm really damned if I do and damned if I don't.
Yeah.
Because if I DI for back throw, well then I'm going to be back on stage and he's going to kill me, or I get hit by forward smash.
Love that second jump there. Zain earlier in the set wasn't doing that, and that's how he got caught after the fair.
Yeah, the retreat to platform is
so much more helpful.
It's very, very important in the matchup, but
oh, another catch after fair.
He's getting a little too hungry for Nana, and so he's going in long and deep into Army's space, but he's losing.
It's like in one of those cartoons where a character is starving and they start to see Nana transform into a sausage.
She's just a big old juicy steak. And all of a sudden, there's nothing that he can do. What
big
a call out!
Juicy steak.
What a call out! Oh my goodness, these desyncs that Army uses. He's covering space in the air while still maintaining presence on the ground. It's disgusting.
And look at his, he's like frozen. He's a statue of a man playing Ice Climbers.
An Ice Climber.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Dang. What a stock from Zain.
That's actually what I like more, is when he focuses on the Sopo, especially at lower percents when Nana's still kind of stupid. Just do your sequence. You're very good at killing Sopo quickly, but the problem is,
my goodness, the Blizzard desync!
He gets grabbed
on Zain's counter pick, too.
Army is gonna go up.
JV3, nonetheless. Oh my goodness.
Army is the truth, man. Welcome to the show.
Oh my goodness.
High five indeed. High five.
They're proud of each other.
Yeah, that's a supportive partnership.
Yeah. I roll the nickels. The game is mine, he says.
Yeah. Who was the villain in Ice Climbers? We looked him up earlier.
It was the Condor. It was the bird.
It was the Condor. All right, well, Zain has got to channel his inner bird and his inner sweet tea to try to come back now against Army, reigning ascendant.
I mean, back at Battlefield, didn't he win game 1 here?
I think so.
Yeah. I imagine Army's feeling pretty okay at this.
Oh my god.
A little forward tilt there from Nana saying, hey, get off my man.
So these fairs, he's getting grabbed. Should he stop fairing? Does he need to just improve? Is it an execution test?
So it's a matter of spacing. He's fairing at timings and spacings where it's very, very risky to do so. So he's thinking, I need to get this fair out. Army's positioning himself to a point where it's like, I want him to think he can fair here, but I actually can just dash grab.
You can even see it right there with his very ambiguous movement. He even mixes up the size of those wave dashes.
Reverse hit backer as well. Not going to finish out, but gets the regrab after crouch canceling first hit in there. Lets Nana resync.
Yeah. Ooh, he went for the down smash there.
Good roll there.
What does Zain do? Wow, completely whiffs it.
Yep. So Ice Climbers don't really have an answer to fair from ledge all that well. You can kind of get in with down smash if you time it right, but I'm surprised Zain isn't taking more time on the ledge.
Oh man, this is looking grim.
Yeah. This is rough. I mean, Zain would be out at 9th if he were to lose this game.
We described fighting Ice Climbers as being part of a thriller, a Hitchcock movie, a psychological horror. And right now, Zain is going to have to overcome that. He's going to have to be that protagonist that doesn't get killed.
Yeah, the one whose mind doesn't crack and burn out at the sight of an ancient old one.
Yes.
We'll see what happens, though. Ice Climber is definitely the most eldritch of the cast, in my opinion. Good tracking. We saw that earlier in the set. He missed it a few times in the middle of everything, but
and Army, on the other hand, man, he's on the brink of top 8, the brink of a top 10 win, the brink of greatness.
Solidifying his claim to best Ice Climbers in the world.
Yeah. If you didn't know the name, you're gonna know it soon.
After coming out of 3rd at LTC, was it 3rd?
Somewhere up there.
No, it was 4th at LTC, my apologies.
And there it is, the Blizzard into grab. Distress on the face of Zain.
Yeah, this is looking rough, honestly. Ice Climbers definitely can be an obstacle to a lot of people's hopes at the top 8. They are a tricky matchup. They require you to play perfectly all the time.
It feels like after Chudat disappeared, there was a little bit of a wait, a little bit of a, we know that there's these 2 Ice Climbers, Army and Bananas surrounding Upstart, but we hadn't seen them make the big runs that Ice Climbers of old made.
Yeah. I mean, the throne was vacant. You know, it was Chu is not nearly as active. Who is going to step in? Wobble's long since not competing. You know, he's been taking a break, doing some more things on the back foot of the community, but Army full stock up, not anymore, but he's holding on, keeping it even.
And Zain not playing poorly, but he still has to clean up a lot of these mistakes.
Yeah, there's just been a few execution flubs, and that's what Ice Climbers thrive on, is execution flubs. This is a character that demands you to play perfectly.
What does Zain do in the corner? He's often described as playing exceptionally well from ahead, but struggling a little bit from behind.
So
and this is it.
When Army is shunting him into the corner, what?
What?
He has to,
Nana!
He has to be able to find opportunities to maintain his space and force Army to give it to him.
The grab, can Nana get there in time? It's the
goodness.
re-grab. It's the double.
That's it!
That's Army.
He's in there!
Oh, let it go!
He's done! Zain out at 9th at Super Smash Con. Army taking it 3-1.
Wow!